Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay. And I welcome you to the brand new video series, where we will be building a complete library management system using ASP.NET Core MVC. This time we will use Entity Framework Core database first approach. And of course, we'll be using a lot of ChatGPT, to brainstorm, write codes, bug fixes, and stay productive throughout the project. Right. So, as I said, we will be using Entity Framework Core database first approach. So, let's go ahead and create the database first. So, let me create this. The right click on database, new databases, and then let me give the name LMSDB. I'll just say OK. Okay, so let me just go ahead and refresh over here if that got created. Okay, so we have LMSDB. If I expand, if I go ahead tables, currently we won't have any tables, right? So we just created the database, right? Now, as a next part, what we will be doing, I'll share the prompt, which I have already prepared in the background, right? So what I'm going to discuss over here in this prompt with ChatGPT, that okay, we will be building library management system, right, using ASP.NET Core, MVC, Entity Framework Core, and database first approach, right? And then I already have some tables in mind, related to this library management project. I already have some tables, in mind, which I have just listed down as a title and a bullet list, right? So we'll let ChatGPT know that you can use something like this and create tables out of it. So we don't have to create the table. Basically, we can just do this documentation in the background, and we let ChatGPT know that this needs to be, you need to do this, and then it should give us the create table script for all the tables listed over here, right? So let me quickly go through the prompt where we are, what kind of tables we are going to create. So basically, this is a genre, this is book genre. So book can be of or of any type, or basically category. It can be tech, it can be self improvement, it can be history, it can be food recipe, anything, right? Then book then book, obviously we need ID, title, short description of the book, ISBN number, which is a unique number of a book. Then genre ID, obviously ID of this, and publication, name of the publication, published year, pages, how many pages are there, dimension, how big or small the book is, right? Then image of the book, right? Then author, for author we are just keeping ID and author as of now, author name, right? Then book author. Now book author will be, now book, between book and author there will be many to many relationship, right? Because one book can be written by multiple authors, and multiple authors can write one book, right? So that's why we need to have such design that we will have ID, book ID, and author ID, right? Then next is the role. So basically, library management ideally will have three roles: admin, librarian, and member. Right. Now members can have two kind of subscription over here. I have just created two: one basic and prime. The fee for basic would be 500 and prime would be 700. Now, what is the difference between these two are, if you are a basic member, then you are only allowed three active books booking at a time, while if you are a prime member, then you can book 10 books at a time, right? And if you are a basic user, then the time period for a book would be 7 days, right? While for a prime user it would be 30 days. So basically, if you are a basic user, you need to return the book in 7 days. If you are a prime user, you can keep the book up to 30 days and then return it, right? So next would be members. Again, ID, name, email, mobile, password salt, right? This will be GUID, is active, remarks, and we will be, this time we'll be using email as a username. Right. Let me write it down over here. This should be username. Right. Okay. Now the member roles. Now, whether member is of admin, librarian, or a member. Right. Just a member. Right. Then member subscription. Okay, which member has subscribed for which subscription? right? Then from date, to date, amount paid, right? Booking count, booking time. These are the same column which I have using over here. Now this can change over a time of period, right? But when someone has subscribed for the subscription, then at that time we also need to make this down whatever we have in master table, right? Because let's say when a user subscribe it for, when the booking count was 3 for basic and 10 for prime, but later on in the year, admin changed it to make this 5, and booking time made it to, let's say, 10 days, right? So the previous subscriber of the basic, right, they should have that subscription what they had in the past, right, with 3 and 10, 3 and 7, right? And the new one should be, so basically that's the reason we are keeping this column. It looks redundant over here, but they are not, actually they are meaningful. This is how usually even a general, online any subscription tables are designed, right? So that's how I have given it like that way. Then pay date, when was the pay, and payment mode, whether it was cash or online, right? So we have kept it simple. We are not going to keep implement the payment protocol over here, but we'll just keep this record, right? Then book review. So once after, reading the book, a user can, provide review of it. They can provide ratings, they can provide comments, they can recommend if they want to recommend it to others, right? Then book recommendation, actually this is, I merged this in above only, so I'll remove this is not required, right? And then book reservation, id, member id, book id, from date to date, right? Based on how many days are allowed, this will be booked, is complete. If someone has, returned the book before the to date, then this reservation will be marked as a complete, so basically is returned, right? If not, let's say is violation, 1 would say yes, there was a violation, 0 would say all good. And in case of 1, there has to be violation reason, for example, book not returned on time, or book damaged, or book lost, or any other reason, right? Then violation remark this. So these particular three things will be completed by the librarian, right? Last updated by, and last updated on, so obviously that will be the librarian. Let me make this U capital, right? So these are the tables we are going to use. And let's see, let's push this to, let's push this prompt, and this will be a too longer prompt. Okay, control Z. And let's go to chat gpt. Let me bring chat gpt over here, and let me start a new chat actually, and let me copy paste it over here. So I hope everything is there, and let me push this. Now let's see what does chat gpt respond to us. Okay. So let's say, it came up with some suggestion that, violation in the book reservation can be lookup table. So it is saying that we should use another table. Let's see, rather than merging it into the reservation itself. Right. So let's see what happens actually. Consistency. Consistency. Use created on, updated by, updated on. Okay. For book reservation. Yeah, that's okay. Length fields. Okay. Consider specifying length for varchar fields like name, email. Okay, yeah, we will be specifying it. Right. Indexing. Primary and foreign keys are defined below, but okay, we'll see. Enum field. No, enums are not required. We will just use the text. Right. So let's see what text it has given to us. So this is good. Okay, primary key. Books. So this is good. This is good. Short description. Okay, and varchar max, ISBN. This is good. Genre ID, okay, which is, or this publication year, this is good. Publication year, okay. Page is okay. Dimensions are okay, yeah. Image, okay. So this is good. Author, this is good. Table, book author, this is also good. Role ID, role name, active, yeah, this is good. Subscription yearly viewing count, yeah, this is also good. Members, salt unique identifier, okay. Okay, so this is good. And mm, member role, okay, this is good. Member subscription, okay, sub id, from date, okay, so this is good. Book review. Okay, rating is recommended, comments is approved, reviewed on. Yeah, because this is good. Violation reason. So it has given us, optional lookup table. Violation reason. No, we don't need this actually. That's okay. Create table reservation. Okay, so this looks good. Let's copy this. Let's copy this entire prompt response. Let's go to the SSMS Studio. Let me press just Control N. So we are into the use, but let me write LMS DB. Always write, database name whenever you are working on queries. And I'll have copy pasted the, we'll just remove that violation table. We don't need this. We'll just keep text, right? And let's run it. Okay, so it got completed. Great. Let's see what do we have it in this now. I'll just say and refresh. Okay, so we have the tables created now, right? So this is good. So that's it in this video. We got the table created. Now what we will be doing next is, we will try to push down data into these tables, and that too again using ChatGPT only, and bogus library from the .NET. So see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.